early 2013, we set off on a process to create a panoramic image from the tallest building in the Western Hemisphere. There were a number of trials and tribulations that we encountered along the way, and the process that ensued led us to create something that was much bigger than we had originally conceived. So this started from bar napkin sketches that were photographed and sent to Gigapan, a Portland-based tech startup. From the bar napkins, we went to whiteboard, and from the whiteboard, we went into AutoCAD. From there, we were able to look at the blueprints of how the building was built and really figure out how we could engineer something that is going to overcome all of the obstacles that we need to overcome, from a sustained 25-mile-per-hour winds to tolerance and vibration.
The most important thing is your safety.
Which is insanely difficult because we hadn't been up there at this point, and it's not like we can just climb up there and go take a look at it and try something out. I mean, this was a one-and-done deal. So the whole reason I wanted to create this image was based on an image that was photographed by Joe McNally. And it's this beautiful image of a guy climbing up to the top of the Empire State Building to change the flashing red light at the top of the antenna. What could we do that would create a new image that would memorialize the rebirth, the healing of Lower Manhattan following 9/11? And we came up with the idea to shoot this photo. So one weekend I traveled cross-country to Portland, Oregon, to climb to the tallest bridge there, and we were going to shoot a test with all the equipment that we had designed and been testing up until that point. We get up there, everything powers on, the remote computer boards, everything is working, and then we go back and we pull it up on the screen, and there are zero files on the card. So we had just spent hours on top of this bridge in Portland, and we came back with nothing. This all just goes to say how serious we had to take the remaining limited time that we had to test and really work out these major issues. All the moving pieces, all the months of planning and preparation were in place. And we set off to go to the World Trade Center site. We went through our final safety checks, and we suited up and we put our harnesses on, and we were introduced to the iron workers who were going to be carrying all of our gear. We moved everything into the elevator, and that elevator is this clunky, cantankerous contraption on the exterior of the building. It's very loud. Standing next to Mike and watching him looking out as the buildings are getting smaller and going below us. There were a million things running through my head, but I know that Mike, who's responsible for the technical execution of this project, was definitely feeling the tension. Of course, you get up there and you're not going to have anything with you, so you have to bring everything that you need. What the ironworkers did is to attach ropes to every backpack that we needed to bring. Once they were at a certain point, we started to climb ourselves. Little by little, we made our way up. The spire gets so narrow that you can't physically climb on the inside.
All right.
So we had to move to the outside of the spire.
Want to come up?
Yep. So then when we got ready to climb the final two segments of the spire, hand over hand, rung over rung, we started to climb. 405 feet up to the top of the spire. When you stepped out onto that platform for the first time, it's just like you can see the whole world up there. So over the course of about 50 minutes, the camera in columns, one row at a time, would sit there and take a picture, move a little bit, take a picture, move a little bit, take a picture. In order to make it a full 360-degree image, at one point we had to take the jib down and actually take that robot and camera and move it to the bottom side of the jib. Once we reversed the camera, we put the jib back up a second time and it would go up upside down, continue shooting the last part of the images, at which point we would be done. At the end of all of this, we're able to take all those images and stitch them together so you have this beautiful seamless canvas. More than anything, when people see this photo, I hope that they appreciate being brought somewhere that they can't go. So many people had to come together to make this project a reality, from the ironworkers to the Port Authority to software and hardware engineers and everybody at Time. And I think that's what's special about this project.